Today we're going to be doing a variation of a braid that I've seen floating around the internet, and I will put a couple of links to the original one below. We are actually going to braid the strands in the braid, and I think it turned out really cool. So to start with, I'm going to grab a section of hair up here in the front. I just made a side part, and then I'm grabbing a pretty large section in front of that. You may want to add some pomade, gel, or water to this section before you start, just so that you don't have flyaways. I'm going to split this into 4, and I'm kind of making the parts diagonally, and that's just going to make it lay a little bit nicer. So I'm parting it out like that, and then I'm just going to do a regular 3-strand braid in each one of those 4 sections. I went ahead and braided those 4 pieces. Now you can more clearly see what I mean about sectioning those off diagonally. You can really do it however you want, but I think it looks nice this way. So now we're going to make a 4-strand braid with these 4 pieces. And this third piece, so you have piece 1, 2, 3, and 4. This third one is the one that you're going to be sliding all of the other braids on at the end. You should be able to tell which one it is because it's going to be running through the center of the braid. But if you get confused by that, what I did is I wrapped these up with 3 black elastics, and then I made this one pink so that I know which is the 3rd strand at the bottom. So if you have a problem with that, that will help you. It's just a little trick. Okay, I'm going to start with this braid that is furthest to the left. I'm going to bring it under the braid it is sitting next to, and then over the next braid in. And then now I'm going to take this braid that is furthest to the right, and I'm going to bring it over the braid it is sitting next to, and then under the next braid in. So when you're here on the left side, you always go under and over, and then when you get to the right side, you go over and then under. So I'm here on the left again. I'm going to go under and then over. Here on the right, I'm going to go over and then under. So you just continue that pattern all the way down, and you don't want to make this braid tight because you're going to be sliding these braids up, and the tighter you make it, the more difficult it's going to be to slide. So I'll show you that pattern one more time, starting on the left side, under and over, and then over and under. Before I get too much further, I'm going to go ahead and slide what I have already. So I'm going to take the one that I left out, the pink one. You can see it is running through the center. I'm going to hold on to that, and I'm going to slide up the others, just like that. And then I'm going to continue with my braid. Now that I've braided that down a little further, again, I'm going to grab this pink strand, hold on to it, and push the rest of those up. You can decide how crinkled you want that. You can kind of stretch it out. If you have shorter hair, obviously you're not going to be able to scrunch it up quite as much, but it's up to you how far you want that to go. When you get to the point where you want to stop, you'll just kind of want to make sure that all of the braids are spread out evenly. And then you can remove all of these temporary hair ties and tie it all off together with one elastic at the bottom. This strand that's running through the middle is going to be a lot longer because it has been hanging down while you've scrunched the rest of those up. Okay, so at this point, you can leave it just like that, hanging down if you want, or you can pull it back and then either bobby pin it or add another small elastic back here like that and have the hair hanging over. And that's what I'm going to do. So I just grabbed a small strand of hair kind of underneath, and I'm going to combine those together with one more tiny elastic. Now that I have that elastic in, I'm just going to bring the rest of her hair over the top of that, and it should stay pretty hidden.
Here's the finished hairstyle. Thanks for watching. See you next Wednesday.